Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to take a second, Taurus, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating, get in where you fit in, but don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. Energy for Taurus. Ooh. A little erratic energy going on, Taurus. All right, so you're starting out with the Sun in reverse. You have the Four of Swords, and coming out together is the Moon along with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. All right, so you've gone silent on somebody that is not giving you the clarity that you're looking for. They're likely keeping secrets from you. You're very unhappy about this. And so I feel like you've pulled back and you're thinking about things. You're trying to get a new perspective on it. You may have even blocked this person. If you haven't blocked them physically, like on your phone or social media, I feel like you're just not talking with them, and you could be energetically blocking them. Why? Well, because there's secrets here. Yeah, there's an absolute lack of clarity that's taking place. So that's why you're taking this step back. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Taurus energy, please. All right, we have the Fool in reverse, Pisces energy. We have the Nine of Wands reversed and the Knight of Pentacles. So this person that's in your energy, I do feel like they want to start things over. They want a fresh beginning here, but there's a fear that they have. They're very afraid of taking a risk. This is somebody who moves through life very, very slowly. They may put themselves in a victimization mode. I feel like this is somebody who feels exhausted. They feel a lot of fear, and I do feel like they are very cautious. This is somebody that is almost overly cautious. Now, they do want to work things out with you. However, they're moving very slowly towards that goal. So let me see. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Yeah, the factor between the two of you is that you're unhappy and this person is adverse to taking risk. Let's try that again. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Queen of Cups. You love this person, Taurus. Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords, but they're difficult to get along with. Yeah, they keep delaying some sort of a fresh start or a fresh beginning between the two of you because they're argumentative. They pretend to give clarity when in fact what they do is they create chaos. They create contention between the two of you. Wow. So but they pretend to be somebody who clearly communicates, but they don't. And when they do communicate, a lot of times it's very cutting. It's like that energy of, I will win no matter what. So they can be very cutting. And that's the only time they're actually clear. Other than that, they're creating contention. They're creating pain, actually. Oh, it's so sad because you love this person. Let me see the what's affecting this connection. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, it's very unbalanced. It's an unbalanced connection. It needs healing. There's a healing that must come into play here if this is going to work out. This has you on an emotional roller coaster because this person, I feel like, they play the victim, they create harm, and then they play the victim. And so it creates this, it's a trauma bond. It creates a trauma bond. It creates an emotional roller coaster with this person saying, oh, well, you know how I feel about you. You know that I want to work things out with you. But in reality, this person is low vibrational. They experience a lot of fear, a lot of hopelessness. They're averse to taking risk. And they take it out on you. It's a trauma bond. All right, let me see. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to balance out anytime soon. There's still a deep sense of imbalance. But I feel like you're beginning to block this person because of the secrets and, you know, things that the lack of clarity. So, bottom of the deck is the Devil. I'm really not surprised to see that. Now, you could just be dealing with a Capricorn, but that is toxic energy. Let's clarify your reading, Taurus. Spirit, what is the Sun in reverse for Taurus? All right. The High Priestess, Page of Cups, and there's that Eight of Wands in the reverse. Now, you have that twice, okay? So, you're leaning into your intuition. You're very unhappy in the situation. You feel like there are secrets, there are things that are being withheld from you. Some of you suspect that it could be somebody new in this person's energy. And I feel like you're blocking this person, or you're blocking, you know, you're blocking your feelings and emotions for this person. But it's due to the secrets. Let me see Four of Swords. Show me the Four of Swords. Some of you may have gone no contact with this person. Three of Wands, Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're fearing that there's third-party energy that's here, and you're very unhappy about it. Yeah, very unhappy. You're waiting for this person to come towards you, and I feel like they have not. Yeah, you're waiting to see what they're going to do, but you're not happy with the situation. And I do feel like you're afraid that there is third-party energy, or you have already found out that there is third-party energy. Let me see. Show me the bottom energy for Taurus. Four of Coins, Four of Cups reversed, and the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's been an ending here, Taurus. You may feel this person is a soulmate, but there's definitely been an ending. You feel like this person chose someone over you. You feel like this person disrespected you. Like they took everything that you were giving to them and they basically, you know, dumped it. They took all your feelings and emotions and they were like, nah, and dumped it out. I do think you think about this person a lot because you're waiting for them to come towards you and try to reconcile or try to work things out. You are still holding on to their energy. However, I don't see you moving towards them to try to work it out. So, but you are still emotionally invested. Let me see their energy. Why is the Fool in reverse for the person in Taurus energy? All right, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the Emperor. All right, so the person you're dealing with, they could be a business owner or they could be somebody who is in a position of authority in some form. I do feel like this person can be very fair to others, but with regard to you, Taurus, they tend to be almost adversarial. It's like my way or the highway, or you know, or nothing. You either do things the way I want them done or I'm out. It's not a very flattering in energy, but it's a very strong energy. This person has a very strong energy about them. The problem is that they don't take action with regard to, you know, working things out because they feel that they're right. They feel that they've done the right thing, and they feel as if it's not their job to take action. So they're obstinate. They're very obstinate, very stubborn personality. If you have said, I think that there is somebody else involved here, they're going to deny that. They may even tell you that there's somebody that is interested in them, but they didn't engage in that. Yeah, and if they did have a third party, that hasn't worked out for them because they're just as equally toxic in that connection. Let me see the Nine of Wands reversed. This person can be very petty. And the weird thing is that it seems like they're very fair and very congenial to other people, but within the context of this connection, they are not. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Star card. Yeah, so this person, this is somebody you may have been in a long-term connection with. I do feel like they do want to work things out with you, and they are hopeful that that can happen. I do feel like this person has a strong support of close friends or family, which, is a positive. And they are interested in healing, so that's good. That's good. Let me see the Knight of Pentacles. So they may take control of the situation and actually try to heal it. And that would be the best case scenario, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Okay. We have the Five of Wands reversed, and we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. All right, so this person is slowly moving to reconcile or to resolve. Let me put it that way, to resolve conflicts and issues between the two of you. They don't want to be the one to reach out, though. They feel like the two of you are not on the same page, and they're very stubborn. They don't want to be the one to reach out. They want you to reach out. It's almost like a power struggle, but they know that they're going to have to come towards you because you're not budging, and they're going to have to come towards you in order to resolve the conflict. So it's almost like they're saying, okay, well, I do want to work this out. And so they're moving towards you, but very slowly, Taurus. Very slowly. For some of you too, this person is sincere about trying to heal the connection. And if that's the case, they're eliminating any competition, because they know that introducing third parties in competition has harmed the relationship. Let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. Okay, there it is, the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, so you gave them back a little bit of what they were given. Five of Swords. And and they didn't like it. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Be careful, this person could be someone who drinks or, uses substances. And that's going to make them even meaner when they're feeling this sense of rejection or abandonment. So, Five of Pentacles. It looks like you found out some of their secrets, or at least suspected it. You may not have been completely sure. And it looks like there was a severe conflict. You both have the Five of Swords. So you both were you basically gave them back what they had been giving you for years. That's what it amounts to. And then you cut them off. You cut off any kind of communication, and you waited to see what they were going to do. They felt rejected and abandoned, but you have gone through years of secrets, years of feeling rejected and abandoned. So when you cut them off and you blocked them, whether it was energetically blocking them or whether it was, physically blocking them, they felt rejected. They didn't like it. They did not like it at all. Wow. So you basically gave them back what they've been given to you for years. Let's see, Temperance. And they didn't like it. They felt abandoned. They felt rejected. They felt the loss. Show me Temperance in reverse. I mean, basically what you did here, Taurus, is you balanced those scales. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit saying no. All right, let's see. Temperance. Show me Temperance in reverse. Five of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Swords, which is forcing them to come towards you and bring truth, bring clarity. Yeah, so because it became so unbalanced, especially after this, you know, very harsh fight or altercation that you had, a little bit of time has gone by because there's been a silence and you've been waiting. I don't feel like most of you have been dating or going out. You've kind of been isolating a little bit, but part of that is because you were unhappy and you've been looking back at the past and trying to think about, you know, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what happened in this situation. You are now kind of opening your heart back up to love, but I don't feel like you're going to take anything that has third-party energy, nor do I think you're going to take anything that is terribly unbalanced. This person is going to reach out to you. I feel like they don't want to. They would rather you reach out to them. There's something of a control, you know, or a struggle here, a power struggle. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel like this person could be receiving advice from either close friends or family that they need to reach out to you and they need to try to bring in the healing and balance this situation out. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome, please, for Taurus. Show me the outcome for Taurus. You could be dealing with another earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or even another Taurus. I'm also seeing Libra energy. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords again. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have Justice. So basically what I'm seeing is that in the very near future, like within the next week, this is not going to be resolved. You're still not over what took place. You're trying to move forward and open yourself up to love. However, I feel that you are not going to let go of the past. It's like remembering what took place and feeling that you were disrespected, that they chose someone over you, that they kept secrets. So I feel like more or less you're going to maintain your silence here because you still feel this power struggle as well, which is only adding insult to injury. So in your energy, Taurus, you're stepping into your power. Since this connection has ended, you stepped into your power and you're focusing on you and your own stability. I feel like you're very much doing self-care. You're looking at your home, your job, however you make money. You're taking care of the family, children if you have children. You're focused on you and your stability because you're saying, I don't even need to talk to this person because they're still doing the same stuff that they did here in the past. Now, in their energy, I do feel that this person feels justified. They feel right about, you know, not coming towards you. So there's going to be this discussion. They're going to reach out, but I feel like, you know, it's going to go right back into not talking. So I don't know if what you hear when this person does bring in the truth or the clarity causes more problems. I don't know. But I do see them reaching out, bringing in some truth, some clarity, and then because things are still unbalanced, they never get on a more balanced, you know, basis. I see you pulling back and still maintaining silence and them going into that silence as well. For some of you, there are legal issues that are taking place here. One or both of you could have filed something legally. But regardless, the person that's in your energy would rather you be the one to reach out. There's a power struggle going on, and they think they're right. They think that they're right in holding back. They think that they're right in whatever has created this imbalance. And I don't think you do. So I feel like you're going non-communication because you feel that they are toxic. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Pisces energy. What that's telling me is that there is going to be an attempt to add a new beginning here, taking that risk, going, having a new beginning. However, it's coming out with the Devil, so it's somewhat toxic. And I feel like, Taurus, you're identifying that right away, and you're saying, oh, hell to the no. So let's pull an oracle card. Show me information for Taurus. All right, you have number 29. It says, discover your life purpose. So let's read that. Give me just a second. Start asking yourself, what is the meaning of your life? As a soul who is having a physical experience, you are here to grow and learn. You are being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being here. Nothing is impossible for a soul who is following her or his destiny. Your guides, angels, and higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, feelings, people, books, etc. Follow your hunches. You're being given important guidance which may show up via a strong feeling to travel somewhere, to speak to someone, to attend a seminar, write, paint, etc. No matter how far-fetched your inner guidance is, you need to listen. Your soul's purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand, but that your soul needs to process to learn and grow. Some of these experiences will be enjoyable and heightened. Others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. But through them, you will know yourself. Give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing, and put your intensity of emotion into attracting what you desire. Yeah, and that's what you're doing, Taurus. That's you putting that attention on yourself and discovering what is important for you. What is your life purpose? So I just feel like you've been dealing with somebody here that's very difficult to get along with. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.